Well, hello everyone. Hello, and welcome to the Healing Heartbreakers podcast. I'm Jackie Jing, and I'm with Daniel Cusimano and Matthew Papadia, my co-host and guest. So happy to have both of you here with me. This is our second episode, and this is wild. Basically, the three of us are giving love advice, which is kind of scary.
Yeah, for anybody watching. But here's the thing. I think the people looking on the outside always have the best advice.
Disclaimer, what do they say when I'm not a doctor? Don't take it on a disclaimer.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about and I can't think of it.
I do for my training. I'm not a doctor. I'm not responsible for any injuries. So just so you guys know, we are not responsible for any injuries or falls you may have. Thank you.
Yes. Oh no, y'all. So basically everyone watching at home, we read Reddit posts and then we react to them. Wow. And one that I was going to read has been removed.
No. What was
yes.
It about? Which one was it about?
It was my 30 male ex-girlfriend, or they said 30M. Would that be?
Male.
Yeah, 30 male. So he, 30 male, yep. Ex-girlfriend, 32 female, broke up with me over text message 2 years ago. And she cannot understand why that hurt me.
Well, we can go off that.
We can go off of that.
I can say a lot of shit about that. In what world do you not get it? What's not clicking? Imagine if I was like, hey, it's over. Our friendship, our relationship is over.
Right.
Au revoir, I'll be the Zane. Bonsoir. Good night.
Okay. So how in the fuck, and excuse my French, does she think that that's okay? How is she even on Reddit right now saying that, how is he upset about that? She was probably just trying to get clicks. There is I wish we could have read the whole story.
That's why it was deleted. Probably she got bullied.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
There's no way mentally you're like, yes, this is correct. What? No.
She still thought they were dating after he texted her?
No.
Daniel, do you want to do the summary?
Matt, no, it's literally just she broke up.
Matt, it's okay. You're pretty.
Sometimes.
Okay, keep going.
No, it was, she broke up with him. How long was the relationship, Jackie? 3 years?
2 years.
Damn,
but still.
3 year thing. Yeah, she broke up with him over text.
She broke up with him over text, and she doesn't understand why that's bad. Okay, yes. I thought he broke up with her. Okay, got it.
Oh,
yes.
Dude, I mean, it should be in person, but honestly,
No, there's no but.
Matt always plays devil's advocate. He's like, let's try to see this side.
Okay, because if it's gonna be done,
okay,
right? If it is done, then I don't want you coming over to my place having tacos, and at the end of taco night before you leave, you're like, by the way, I'm not gonna stay. I'm not into you anymore.
What?
And then I'll buy myself with the tacos. Just send me a text, get it over with, because you're breaking up with me anyway.
No. What are you talking about?
That is lying.
I don't think so. I think you could have a pre-breakup text.
No, I think you can come over and have a discussion like, hey, I would like to come over. I think we need to talk. And she would need to say how she is feeling, where she is coming from, relay that information, and then break up in person. And it is respect. 2 fucking years. Imagine if I was done being your friend and I said, hey, we're not friends anymore.
Oh, true. On text.
On text.
You've done that. I have the receipts.
I have done that before.
He's blocked me before.
I have.
I'm not saying it's okay, but in a weird world, it wouldn't bother me.
You have problems. Time for therapy.
I mean, a breakup would bother me regardless, but the method of breakup, either way, I'm getting broken up with.
Your next boyfriend, I'm saying.
It's not like you're sitting on the couch being like, wow, he's still kind of romantic because he came over and told me in my face. They're breaking up with you. It probably didn't end well, whatever. That's no respect to the other person after 2 years of time and effort. No, correct.
And you're done. Jackie, what's your opinions?
Okay. No, I'm loving your guys' feedback on this. I'm okay, man, this one's a tough one here. So if you have any dignity, if you have morals, you have to meet this person in person. I'm sorry. If I straight up just think you're shady if you just text. And Matt, I know in my heart of hearts you're just saying that because
if
I know
I was the one breaking up, of course it would be in person.
Yes, but you're
never.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But I get what Matt is saying, that there are people who just don't have the emotional capacity to do it. And I'm not saying that's right either.
No.
I'm not saying that's right, but it's you just have to first of all, that woman needs to heal. For her to be posting on Reddit and then being ha-haing and being I broke up with him over text, even though we're together for 2 years. Is that weird? I'm just what is your malfunction, dude? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just like you need to heal and you need to get therapy.
Yeah.
So I was ghosted actually, I think a couple days ago. Yeah, so this guy, we connected on
Jackie's
Bumble.
ghosted every week. I'm sorry.
I
Every
know.
week I'm like, I heard other
Hey,
shit.
it's okay.
I'm like,
Okay.
damn bitch.
I know. I'm like, again, no, but I think that usually it hurts me. Like I'd be like, what's wrong with me? Is it like he doesn't like this or that, or like did he find a new, like, it used to bother me. And literally, and this guy, and you know how guys be, you know, so he was like, I can't believe I matched with you. You're so beautiful and talented. Like, you know, laying it on right thick.
Right.
And so then the day before I was like, hey, I'm like, are we good to link up today? And did not respond. Right? Just not even like, hey, I'm not feeling well. Hey, I'm not really into you. Like, nothing, right?
Make it make sense though.
And I was like, you know what? This guy is just so damaged or emotionally unavailable, whatever the deal is, that like it's too hard for him to just be like, and the thing is, like, I hope he gets help. And I'm not trying to be a bitch here and be like,
Dude, it's so
I
true.
hope he gets help. Like I'm being like, I was just like, wow, like this guy can't even communicate like with a stranger that he's not, like, I would have texted back anything. I would have been like, hey, I'm a little sick, or hey, I'm work's running late. Hey, I'm not looking for, and he couldn't even do that. Like, how emotionally stunted are you?
It doesn't make sense at all.
It's so disrespectful.
No, it's beyond.
But to be honest, like, I'm saying from my heart of hearts, like, it didn't hurt at all. Like, and I'm like, Jackie, you were fucking healed. Like,
because you know, like, you know your self-worth. Like we talked in last episode, you know your fucking self-worth. But I know Mr. Matty over here, if his love interest ghosted him over text, he'd be like, and I would be over here being like this. Yeah, like, no, that was really douchey. Like, he shouldn't have done that.
But Matt's like, I want to do it over text. What Daniel doesn't have is 9 years of relationships where you, in the gay community, people don't grow up. They're very slow to grow up.
I can tell.
They live, hold on, Danny, this is serious. Go drink your Capri Sun. So, and the gay community doesn't grow up. And, you know, so many people come out later and they have this skewed vision of what they want, right? And I have thought I met the right person. So when we weren't the right match and they would ghost, I would take that and still would take that personally. And there is an innate fear that I have 100% of one day, the person that I'm talking to, whether it be someone now or someone in the past, future, whatever, that they're going to be like, I'm out. And that's one of the risks of, like I was saying in the last episode, jumping out of the airplane, because every time you jump, you risk falling to the floor.
Yes.
But the only way to land safe, eventually get that parachute is to keep jumping. So I'm not going to apologize for being vulnerable and emotional when I think I'm going to hit the floor, because the fact is, even if you're fucking crying on the way down and you fall to the floor and you break your leg and it sucks, I'm back up in the helicopter the next day and I'm jumping again. And that's what happens. So yeah.
I don't know what did that. It was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
What did that have to do?
The broken leg.
No. What did that have to do with you being like, I would want to get broken up over the phone?
I didn't say that. I said I would. I said ghosting.
If we're talking about ghosting, yeah.
I am good with getting broken up with. I have been broken up with. I've heard it. I have heard it all, and I'm good. I'm good at being, because for me, it's a closed chapter. It's a book. I can put it on my shelf and say, I got that story from that. I can grow from this silver lining. I can heal. It's done. Signed, sealed, delivered. But someone ghosting, and you leave someone like me who's such an overthinker and an empath, I can't help but I go into this mind of wanting to understand the person, because that's how I am. I want to understand people.
Matt, that is you. You know what I mean? And so it's funny. I had a friend recently, and we're very different people. Like, I have my high highs, I have my low lows. You know what I mean? Like, and just like Matt was saying, like, I think we are kind of similar, that we feel really hard. Yeah. But one thing I've learned with time, and I think Matt is the same way now, I think we've both like evolved a lot, but it's like, it's okay to feel those feelings. Like, it's okay to get really, really sad and be really, really angry and like stuff like that. But it's exactly, you have to allow yourself to feel, because keeping that in is only going to hurt you. It's like, feel it and move through it, like get through it. But the thing is, like, don't stay stuck in it. Like, don't like keep on allowing yourself to like cycle through it over and over and over and over again. And I think that was like what with the whole ghosting situation, to kind of get back to what our first initial topic was, like it was just like I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And old Jackie would have been like broken, yeah, like totally malfunctioning over it, right? And so believe me, I was like, no he didn't, you know, like I had my reaction, but then I was like, okay, like now it's time to move on with my day. Like I allowed myself to feel did he really? And then I was like,
well, and it saves
okay.
you time though. Better to know now than later. And I always say
That's
that to my friends. I'm like, great. I would rather have them be a douchebag and whatever you want to call it at the beginning, and I get it settled and done. And I'm like, I don't feel bad. The stakes weren't that high for you in this situation,
yes.
So it's like, good, ghost me, whatever. I can move on.
Honestly,
better now than later.
Isn't it? But it takes healing and really working on yourself to see that, oh, this is the universe like taking the trash out. Because I feel like my third eye has only opened up recently, and it was a slow opening, right? Like, because it was like less toxic guys, or dating them for shorter, but still dating toxic guys, right?
Not the shorter.
Yeah. Stop. I meant like shorter length, not like height. But anyway, okay. So I remember, okay, y'all slay me right now. Length of period of dating. Thank you. I hate you guys so much. Okay, so all I was gonna say is in January there was this guy, and he was super into karaoke, and he was super into volleyball, and I was like, wow, we got a lot in common. And I was like, and I'm not trying to be a B word when I say this, but like he wasn't like the hottest guy, but I was super attracted to him, and I was like, wow, Jackie, this is growth, right? But he was just an F boy, but you know, it was a little bit more hidden. And it was like we talked for a couple days, and then I just like there was a lot of red flags, right? And I was like, I'm not going to entertain this anymore. Like where old Jackie would have been like, dig the claws in, like let's try to make you know what I mean? Because I had attachment issues, I had self-worth issues, like whatever, right? And so, but now I'm on Bumble and I'm dating, obviously. And it's like when these guys fall off, I'm thrilled. Yes. I'm like, whoo, dodged a bullet. Like literally that guy didn't text me, and I was like, did he really? And then I was like, fuck. Imagine trying to be in a relationship with that guy, and he can't even text someone. And this is the problem, is like people sleep with someone so early. I mean, and I'm not going to judge people, not like do your thing there, but it's like that attachment happens, you know? Or you just you have self-worth issues, and then you just don't want to be lonely, and you put your claws into someone, and then you put your claws into someone and they're not great. You know what I mean? Like imagine if like I was younger and I put my claws into a guy like this, and then we're 2 years down the road and I'm sick as a dog, and I'm like, I need you to be here for me, and guess who ain't gonna show up?
That man. Well,
that man.
As I feel like it goes back, and you have to change your way of thinking of, you are not the problem, he is. He is not just doing this to you, he's doing this to everybody. It is not because you aren't hot enough. It isn't because you're not successful enough. It isn't because you're not, but it's not any of that. He is immature. He is not ready for a relationship. So like to anybody listening to this, to he, to she, whatever, it is not you. It is a them problem at the end of the day. There's no reason why he should have ghosted you, Jackie. At all.
No.
It makes sense. He was attracted to you, whatever. Homeboy just wants to be an F-boy. He just wants to hook up. He is not ready for a relationship. He has problems. He needs to get sorted. And he's going to wake up when he's about 40 years old and be like, my God. Even, right? And be like, oh, damn, I really messed up. Right. And then he's going to have to start moving. So it's, again, to anybody, it's not you. You're not the problem. Like when they go, they're just not a decent human being. And that's just the tea.
And it's like, when the third eye opens, which I think fortunately all of us, like we're just like at that, we're healed, we're like getting there, and the healing never stops, but it's like, gosh, it feels so good to be at this place. Right. But I do remember when I had a serious issue with rejection, you know what I mean? Like it was just like, if they rejected me, it was like the end of the world, and it was like there was something wrong with me. And it's truly the universe taking out the trash though. And I don't remember, Daniel, you probably vaguely remember this. I'm probably talked to Matt about it too. I dated a guy named Chad.
First mistake.
First mistake.
Ever.
His name was Chad, right?
What was his dog's name?
Okay, you know what? This is gonna be our second topic. It's story time for Jackie. Sorry, Reddit. So I dated a guy named Chad, and his name was Rolex, and
Oh my God.
blonde, blue-eyed, went to UCLA, was
Rolex.
raised in Santa Barbara. Literally, like I think if you looked up the definition of a Chad, he was there, just bought a new Tesla, just bought a new condo in Brentwood. Like he literally was Chad. Like Chad. That was him. And for some reason I was obviously unhealed and not in a good place, and I just was like digging in, right? Like, and it was he would just breadcrumb me, and he would just like, just do the very least. He would ask me out on a date once a week, and Daniel knows I was like heartbroken. Like I was just like, why doesn't he see my worth, and like what's wrong with me and all this stuff. And then Daniel was like, if this was a school project, you would get an A. Like you put in all this work, right? But like he put in an F. And so you guys, the project doesn't work together. Like you guys got a low grade together. And so like just move on. Yeah, it's like, and honestly, that was a very eye-opening experience for me to be like, you need to, like, I don't know about y'all watching at home, but like I want someone who's going to try to get an A in life with me. 100%. Like I'm not, like when a mother is giving you C/D work, why are you accepting that? Then it's time to find a new school project partner.
Well, that's
I'm 35. I'm talking about school projects. I don't know how the hell we got over here, but yes.
No, but Jackie, here's the thing: is I always say this to all of my friends. Is I was like, there's times I can, if I'm talking to someone on a dating app, where I like give them like 2-3 options, or like times like where I'm like, okay, I'm putting in the work, and I can leave that being like, I've done what needed to be done. I put it in. This person knows I'm attracted to them. Whether they take that, it's up to them or not. And I just leave them. People will message me back a few effing word sentences, and I'm like, you're done. Next. And I won't respond to them. I'm like, I was putting in the legwork, and you just want to do the bare minimum, and I walk away. It doesn't hurt me. Yeah. I'm like, yep, I got an A on this project, bitch, and it's a solo project. It's not a group one anymore. You can leave with your F. I'm taking my A and walking, and that's what people have to do. Don't go for the bare minimum. Like match energy.
I think match energy, like that. The big takeaway there is just like, Chad was giving me a C. Why was I accepting C work? No, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, cut the project, go get a new partner. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, we have to have that wherewithal. Like, we have to see that, And I think for a long time, I was addicted to entertaining people giving C work, because I was so used to giving A work and picking up the slack for these people.
You're a fixer.
Then it's like, but it's like, you know what? That only ends up hurting you. So, yeah.
It's tea. And that's why everybody know your worth. I will say this every freaking time I'm on here. Mm-hmm. It's tea. And that's why just always set a boundary where I'm like, all right, I'll give to the conversation for like a day or two. And if they're not giving back, next. Yeah. On to the next one. And I don't care. I'm just like, whatever. Goodbye. You're boring. And you wonder why you're single. And men wonder why they're single when they give 2-word responses. And I'm like, hello.
Okay. Guys, like, I don't know why. Like, I mean, there's women out there too who are just toxic. There's just a lot of like unhealed people. The thing is, like, don't entertain unhealed people. And honestly, if you are entertaining unhealed people, you attract what you are. And so for so long, I was like, why are these guys torturing me? And it was like, no, Jackie, you're torturing yourself.
Yeah, because you're
straight up.
It's what's the saying? It's like, don't blame, like, I don't know, it's like a thing. It's like, don't blame like the clowns in the circus, blame yourself for going back. Like literally you're the one who's like going into the circus and whatever. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, Matt, have you heard of that?
Maybe it's a Gen Z thing. I don't know.
Matt and I were literally like, what?
You've never heard that? Like blame yourself for going to the circus?
You've never heard don't jump on the trampoline if you fell through it the first time?
No.
Okay, I've heard that one. I have definitely. I
made that up, Jax.
Oh, did you make it? I was like, I've heard that one. I was so full of shit. I was like, I'm trying not to be dumb and not get 2 references here. It's okay, guys. No, I actually am a blonde. No,
Daniel loves the circus and his circus peanuts and his pizza. And they have
we're
this 18 days. It's $10 to go.
The circus comment derailed us on that ridiculous note. But really quickly, tell everyone to follow you.
Follow me at Daniel_Cusimano anywhere. And then on Matt, you can follow me Matt Papadilla, MattPappiddia.
What? PPI? PAPPA. DIN.
Oh my God. And I'm a Jacki Jing. Bye, guys.
Love you, Jacki. Bye.